Hi kids, happy testing. I'm Miss Alfred and I am a third grade teacher in St. Tammany Parish. Today we're going to talk about some test taking strategies that will be easy to remember, and I'll show you how you can put them into practice. First, we're going to start off with, how do you relax? I like to relax in different places. When I think of relaxation, I like to go in my brain to my bedroom and get in my bed with the blankets and the pillows. Or I can go take a walk, listen to the birds, feel the breeze, and just be in nature. Or I also like to go to yoga classes and focus on my relaxation through a physical activity and stretch my muscles into powerful poses. But my ultimate place to relax is the beach. I love the beach. Putting my toes in the sand, listening to the water splashing back and forth. Oh, I love the beach. I can't wait to go back. But you're probably asking, what does that have to do with taking a test? Well, before I answer that, I want you to think about it. What do you do first when you get a test? Usually you write your name on the top, or you read the directions, or you look at the examples. But there's something else that you need to do. You need to be calm and relax. Read, examine, label, always check, and X out. Those are the strategies that we're going to use for test taking, because yes, it is a serious matter to take a test. So first, let's start with the R. Always read. Read the questions carefully first. Before you read any of the passages or any of the text, you want to read the questions. This sets your attention and focuses on what the test is going to be about. It also gives you a purpose of what to read for, what you're reading for, because you're not reading for entertainment. You're reading to get a good grade and to pass this test. So you want to read the questions first. And then when it is time to go and read the passage, the answers will just pop out at you. And you'll be so surprised. You'll be like, yeah, I remember reading that in the questions. So you want to always read the questions first. Our next strategy and next part is to examine. You want to look at every answer choice. You want to make sure that you understand what the answers are. So I've been teaching for a little while now, and I've been on several test making teams. And I learned a lot about the answer choices that they give you. They're trying to trick you. That's the part of testing. They want to trick you. They want to see if they can outsmart the tester. Well, you're going to know they're not going to outsmart you. So they give you several different choices. They give you one that's so outlandish that you don't like, what are they even talking about? Or they give you some that's like, just pop out, like say, yes, that's the answer. But you have to make sure you go back and check that one. Or sometimes they give you some that's super close to each other and be like, maybe it's this one or maybe it's that one. So you have to be able to read and examine all the answer choices before you make an answer, before you select an answer. Then you want to label. Label your information when you're reading your text in the passages. You want to go back. Now you use what you've read, and you're going to underline, circle, highlight, star, number sign, anything, so you can know where to find the answers. Because I don't want to reread the text. I don't know if you do, but I don't want to do it again. I just want to go back and glance at what I've already read and use that. And that's why we label or annotate. And so in my class, we say annotate, annotate, annotate. It's very important. And when I think of annotating, I think of the buddy bench. I don't know if you know what the buddy bench is, but at our school, we have this bench on the playground where when kids feel lonely or they need a friend to play with, they go sit there and somebody comes and plays with them. So when you get a text or a passage, it's empty, it's blank, it's lonely, it's sitting on the buddy bench. You get it, you start reading it and annotating. Now you're being its friend. You're being a buddy. You want to be the buddy to your text. The text is your friend. And so you want to label all the way, and so your texts don't feel lonely. The next step is to always check your work. after you finish, you say, "Oh, teacher, I'm finished." And she usually says, "Did you check your work?" And now you know you're going to check your work because it's very important. You want to re-look at your test with a new set of eyes. You want to be able to check it as if you're checking your friend's work, or you want to check it and act like you're the teacher checking your work. You want to make sure that it's done correctly. And another way you can check is to start from the back and go work your way back to the front and make sure that you've answered all the questions correctly. Make sure that if it asks you for more than one answer choice, you selected more than one. Or if you have to transfer your answers to an answer document, you've transferred the correct answer and on the correct slot on the answer document. So you always want to check your work, and this prevents you from skipping some of the questions as well. So that was that. And the last one is to X out those answer choices that you know are absolutely incorrect. I like to call those bogus answers. They're just out there just to be out there, just hanging fun, hanging out, being cool. And so you don't want that one. Just throw that one out the window. You said that's just ridiculous. So you want to X out the ridiculous answer choices. So now you're ready. You can relax and take any test and keep it going, keep it moving. So you want to remember, read, examine, label, always check, and X out. This, when you do that, you won't be like the little boy. Now, let's put it into practice. You can go and find some practice tests on the Louisiana Department website at louisianabelieves.com. On there, you're going to click on the Parent Toolbox. From there, you're going to go to the Family Support Library at the top right. Click on that, and then the second bullet, there's the practice tests. You have paper tests, or you can take it online. You have the option, but also it's by grade level and subject area. And then you could just take the test, and there are actually answer keys as well. So good luck. You got this. Just remember to relax. Read, examine, label, always check, and X out. Thank you for joining us. You can find other videos from STPP TV or on our website, stpsb.org. Again, thank you and continue learning.